Hello there. Thanks for clicking on this video. I'm going to talk about movies real quick. I'm going to talk about two movies, and I'm going to talk about The Last Supper and Sinners. Now, The Last Supper I watched yesterday, which was Easter, on PureFlix, which is a streaming service, and they mostly run Christian movies or like faith-themed movies. So anyway, I streamed The Last Supper, and it was a good film. I enjoyed it. Up until recently, it was in theaters. They don't let movies run in theaters very long anymore, so it was kind of in and out. And it's on PureFlix and some other streaming services as well. I would recommend it. I saw a social media comment where the person said that it's not biblically accurate, and I know where they're coming from. I mean, I'm not going to go and like pick it apart, but there is some artistic license that was taken. But it's a film, it's art, so I think that it's fair. And the artistic license that was taken, I thought was very interesting. For instance, the movie kind of fleshed out Caiaphas. The movie fleshed out Joseph of Arimathea. I think I said that, Arimathea, yeah. So, yeah, I just thought that it was pretty interesting. Yeah, let's see. One criticism that I have, and if it wasn't for people who criticize Tyler Perry movies, I don't even know that I would be making this criticism, but I feel like it was kind of brought to my attention. And the man who played Jesus was wearing a wig, and the wig could have used some help. There's a lot of women on YouTube that specialize in wigs, and they maybe should have been consulted, but other than that, it was a good film. The wig, it just like set up a little bit at the top of his head, so I'm thinking maybe he had longer hair at the time of filming. I actually looked up the actor. I can't remember his name right now, but I was curious as to know if he had long hair. He didn't, but maybe at the time he had long hair. It was kind of like pulled up and covered with a stocking cap, so it was just like a little bit of a bump. But otherwise, I mean, yeah, that's me kind of nitpicking. I thought that it was a good film, and I would recommend it, especially seeing as how Easter just passed. So, there's a lot that may just be very fresh in your mind as it was fresh in my mind. So it was pretty cool to just watch that movie. So the next one is Sinners, and I saw that in theaters last week. It was a pleasant surprise. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I went because a friend of mine wanted to go, so I went with my friend, and yeah, I enjoyed it. I think that there's a lot of people that would be drawn to that movie. If you're a Michael B. Jordan fan, I think that you would like it. If you like vampires, I think you would like it. If you like period pieces, I think that you would like that film. And it is kind of artsy fartsy. So, if you like kind of artsy fartsy films, there are certain segments of that film that would appeal to you. So, yeah, I don't want to say a whole lot since it is a very new movie. I do like to try and be fair when it comes to spoilers, and it's well within the do not give spoilers threshold, so I won't say a lot, but it was a pleasant surprise, and I think that it is worth it. I don't like it as much as a lot of people that are discussing it on social media do, but I do like it. I will say this one thing. This is partially a vampire movie, and I don't like these vampires. First of all, this is a very messy vampire movie, and vampire movies that I have watched are not usually this messy. And also the vampires, they're not sexy like vampires are always sexy. These vampires were not sexy. These vampires were very, very messy. So I don't like that. And I mean, it's a very attractive cast, but I mean, the vampires are just messy. Like, and vampires are always sexy. Like, I mean, even like in silent films, vampires were like kind of seductive, you know. They kind of like drew people in. Um, in silent films, like way back in the day, that like classic vampire film, The Lost Boys, Anne Rice novels, and movies based on Anne Rice novels. Twilight, I didn't get real into Twilight, but yeah, these vampires were messy, not sexy. So that would be my criticism. There are some scenes that I think were very, very creative, and I enjoyed them quite a bit. There's a scene towards the end where I wanted to crack up. I held back my laughter. I don't want to go into why, because first of all, that would be a spoiler, and it would just be kind of hard to explain. But there was a scene towards the end where I cracked up. But it's almost on the level of absurdity as like old Bruce Lee movies. If you watched those, where like Bruce Lee would get into a fight and he would fight everybody in a bar and triumph. It was on that level, but I loved it. It was fantastic. And there was a dance number in the movie which I thought was really awesome. Again, thoroughly enjoyed. So yeah, both of those. The Last Supper I thought was good, as well as Sinners. I thought that that was good as well. So yeah, just wanted to chit chat about movies for a little bit. Anyway, thanks for listening and have a wonderful day. Bye.